Hello and welcome to the downtime session for one Merisiel, the elf rogue, wearing a wonderful hat of disguise. It's fabulous. Look at you.
Oh, yes, look at me. Kia ora. I'm Sammy D.
How's it going?
It's going really good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. With all of that out of the way, you have 10 days for downtiming. Um, so you can take that time to do what you like. So, what would you like to do with that time?
Some of it, as established, was looking into the
Mm,
log flume.
yes, it was.
Uh,
How much of
yes,
that was looking into the log flume?
there'd definitely be an initial chat with Claude
Mhm,
to get information and access to the log flume to really do a good look over and look for
mhm.
places where we could take out the situation.
Yep.
And also a discussion that we're, well, just having a discussion to set parameters of the job because we did leave in an awful hurry.
Mm,
Well, some of us left in an awful hurry and some of us fell over a little bit.
yep.
Uh, but yeah, so there'd be that. And being quite new to Otari, I do need to start getting some contacts in
Hmm.
the underground
Absolutely.
for extra information, extra work. Stained glass windows aren't cheap, and I have a bill to pay.
Yep. Fair
So,
enough.
yeah. And I thought it should probably be paid through as legitimate a work as I can afford.
Fair
So,
enough.
yes.
So with that in mind, shall we go talk to Clort first?
Yes, let's.
Lovely. So you meet up with Claude as I pull up that. Just to give you a reminder of the individual that you're speaking to. This is Claude.
Claude, I'm here about the job you offered us.
Oh, yeah. You headed off. I didn't get much chance to talk about it, but
Mhm. We had a lot on that day,
mm,
some time sensitive things. I'm sure you understand. And I
absolutely.
see the log flume seems fine today. So uh,
It's
I
you can't really predict when it'll be. Yeah.
I hope I can because time is busy and we want to make sure we're accurate on this job.
Mm. Well, maybe you'll have a better chance of doing that than I will.
Yeah, so I'll investigate and see if I can figure out when the attacks are likely to come from the
Mm.
evidence I can find.
Okay.
I need something to be very clear. If there's fire involved, and I know it's not Sione,
Mm.
then precautions must be taken, and I need to protect my family.
Mm.
If we can't intervene, that will be the way it is. If we can't safely stop it, then we will just gather as much information as we can.
Mm.
We might be able to help afterwards for a fair payment if there are damages, and we can be brought on as labor, but we will not be held responsible for any damages not caused by us.
Of course. I
Stopping this, I've
I
had.
wouldn't expect you
Hmm,
to be responsible for any further fires or anything.
hmm,
It is
no,
those responsible who are responsible, not you.
yes, yes.
So with that being said, realistically, I need the I need the job done. Information is good, but I need I need the actual problem
You
dealt
need
with.
results. Yes.
Yes.
Well, with dealing with unknowns,
Mm.
if it's something we can just handle, then yes. But recently on a job, we got burned, and the pun's intended.
Mm.
And I fear to think what walks these lands. These are troubled times. And the reward has to match the risk. And
Mm.
if the risk is something I fear, then the reward offered is only enough for information.
Mm.
I can't lose my family now. They're still young. I have lots of years left with them.
Well, that's understandable. I would say the thing that I'm offering you didn't explain it, really, because you had it off, is, while I said it was my old hatchet from my days of fighting, this hatchet, as he kind of like goes over to get it, you can see on the hatchet itself there is sort of runic carvings that glow with magical energy. That this hatchet is more intricately enchanted than your sort of standard magic sword that you've seen so far.
That is quite nice. You used to be an adventurer. What happened? Arrow to the knee?
No, it's nothing so
Dramatic.
dramatic. I fought in the gladiatorial Colosseum, the Aurorium. Monks practicing the way of perfection, but this was a trophy from those days, and let it be said, adventuring is a young person's game. I took my winnings and started what you see here, and now I pay others to do the adventuring work
Yes.
and stay away from the fire, so to speak. Not to say that I don't not happy to defend what is mine, but
You have other
adventuring.
responsibilities now. I understand.
Risking my life is not worth it for both me and mine,
Yes.
as you
Risking
clearly
my
understand.
family's life is not worth it. For me, not again. Not so soon.
So with that being said, I appreciate where you're coming from. But this hatchet will be a reward for the removal of the problem.
Very well. For information, not like you. We'll investigate. And if safe, we'll take care of the problem and discuss a small reward. I suspect it might be more. And if so, we'll get information and deal with the problem when and as we can, with more preparation than just charging in.
I would say that it is wise. In my days, when I used to fight others, I found that often being prepared for what they had as their kit meant more than the strength of my arm or the
Yes.
sharpness of my blade. Knowing is
Cool.
half the battle, as they say.
Yes. And with the fears I have and the fire involved, who in town might I speak to for preparations that a non-caster can take?
That a non-caster can take.
I am not as talented as my friends with the esoteric ways of the world that drag thing into being. Uh, Potions, something that could possibly protect. Not your strongest potions.
Morblint, is a practitioner of the arcane arts, although he is no alchemist.
May have a lead. These
Oh.
small towns are tricky to work with.
They are.
You have to be careful who you... You have to be careful.
You might know her, but she's probably one of the more unique individuals in town. But Rin Savinsky, she runs Rin's Wonders and has a potpourri of different magical curios, consumables, the like. I know that she herself is a fairly skilled practitioner and something of a fortune teller. Don't spend much time with her, but I do believe that if you're wanting some potions, particularly to defend yourself against flame, that would be the place to go.
Good. Good. Claude, we have an arrangement. I'll take some time now and investigate the flume. And I'll let you know later on when we'll be on the lookout, so that you know we're on site and health and safety, it's important. Everyone gets to go home safe.
That would be my
That's
preference as well.
part of the agreement. I'll thank you for the leads. I'll go follow those up, and we'll be seeing you soon.
No problem. Nods and he gets back to work. Just looking it up, man, these potions are expensive.
I didn't intend to pay.
Oh, okay.
Or I would work out another payment
In
Yes.
exchange for
in exchange.
some help or something.
Yes, I can provide services of a wide variety.
So I believe that we already covered the investigation of the log flume
Yes.
itself. That took up a
That can-
number of days, I believe.
Yeah.
Of
It
you
would have been
walking
an
around.
on and off, checking things out, and
So shall we say that over the period of 4 days, you would have gotten the information that you already got in session.
yeah.
So that would be like the sort of primary downtime activity. You would then have 6 days to do with what you will for the rest of it.
Yes. Well, first, I need some context. I need gainful employment, whether it is honest or not. Depending on the job as to how I can spend the funds. I would like to head to the Crook's Nook
Okay.
and walk in and
This is day 5?
yes, unless it's just sort of a generic, this is the number of days that are available, 4 days worth of activity has been
Yeah,
spent, and
I
it's
mean,
just split over the days.
Split
yeah.
over the days. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's likely I looked around on the first day and then went to the Crooksnook, and some
Cool.
of each of the days have been spent
Hmm.
investigating and looking around.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy for that.
Uh, and I would post up there and start
Hmm.
listening to rumors, listening to people talking, looking for the signs of the underworld. And
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an underworld lore check to uh, to to put yourself out there and try and try and
yeah,
take
sure.
in some of that more underhanded goings that is going on. Ooh, that's got
Oh,
some clack to it.
yeah, I didn't hear the clack, but I don't like the rollback. Uh,
And
it's
as I've
a
told
nine.
everyone else, you do have a hero point for the purposes of this
Yes,
downtime session. So,
right. And I think I'm going to use that on here because
mhm,
this is an important part of my downtime.
cool.
Let's try that again. Brutal. Do we go with the first roll or does it stick with the second?
It sticks with the second,
Um,
unfortunately.
that is unfortunate.
Yeah. You do, however, one of the nice quirks about hero points is that you do get to know the result of the first check that you do before you spend them.
Yeah,
So you're
that's right.
like,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
if
yeah.
this hits, then I won't do it, right? But
Yeah,
um, yeah, that is a one. So
that I just come in the Thieves Guild off day. They're on a camping trip for a few days and have just wasted time.
um, that's that sounds like a possible option, but no. You would hear um, you would hear that an individual by the name of Rab Churtle is uh, the head of the sort of local skullduggery. You know, you hear a rumor which amounts to effectively that Rab. You know, he's always got some his fingers in many pies, and you you kind of pull on that thread of being like, nah, that's likely to be the person who's actually running the underworld. Um, as you do so, you know that Rab Churtle runs Churtle Timber, which is a very unfortunate name for last name. Um, but yeah, um, he owns one of the three manors in town, and uh, you would be able, if you so wish, to go and go and speak to Rab at his manor, if you so desire. Turtle Manor being, if you're looking at the map, this one over here.
Oh, yes, that's it.
And I realize that probably the stream view can't see it, so I will just go boop, like that. Cool. That one
Very good.
there.
Hmm.
Excellent. So yeah, do you want to go after that or
I want to send a note.
okay?
Uh, our free delivery service.
Hmm.
I would like to send an anonymous letter to one Rab Churtle,
Hmm.
uh, saying that I'm in town and looking for work. Please respond to this letter and have it sent for collection at the couriers.
Mm.
And I'll explain. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now. The courier.
Uh,
Um,
Aloria, I believe.
Loria, yes. That sounds about right.
Yeah, Aloria Galantine.
Yes. Uh, I will tell Aloria the response to this letter is confidential and needs to be it needs to be delivered out of town, just on the outskirts. There. So first, the letter, of course, my letter goes to Rab,
Hmm.
and then the response when that comes. I need that delivered to this tree. It's and I'll give instructions to a tree that's partway along the road
Mm.
out of town. I've already scoped it out. There's a little knot hole in it.
Mm.
It just needs to be tucked in there. You're doing nothing wrong, and no one's lives are in danger. But the answer of this is sensitive,
Mm.
and I don't want to bring any trouble on your doorstep.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Aloria thinks for a moment. Can you do a diplomacy check to
Certainly try.
you can certainly try. To try and convince Aloria of the truth of your claim.
An
Oh,
18.
that's got some clack to it.
Yeah.
Um, 18 is good. Aloria nods, and you see that she kind of almost has an impressed uh, demeanor that goes over her face. As you say this, she nods, dealing with somebody that you're not necessarily sure how they'll react.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's a fair
Yes.
call.
Yeah. It's hard making friends,
Hmm.
and until I trust someone,
Something
I can
tells me that
be
this isn't simply social.
not at this point.
Hmm.
But as I said, no one is in danger. It's just a communication to establish
All right.
things.
Well, I shall take care of it, and
Hmm.
I will let you know
Yes.
once the response has been delivered.
Fantastic. Uh, I feel bad putting this on our arrangement, especially with the oddness of the request. What would the usual cost be?
The specificity does leave much to be desired. Usually, items would cost about 5 copper per bulk if they were going to Absalom. Let us call it. Let us call it 2 copper. For the out of town nature.
I slide over 2 silver for
She
the, you know,
she
discreet
looks at it,
deliveries.
nods. Okay. Takes the coins. And just to remind you, this is Aloria.
Yes.
Fabulous.
I'm
Um,
sorry I was so abrupt last time. We had a rough couple days.
mm,
It was a harder job than we expected.
that is fine.
Yes.
Life is full of different moments, and a majority of them can be problematic. So I
Hmm.
generally don't take people on what happens on a single day.
Thank you. Uh, some things happen a lot when you are around for a long time.
And that is when you can judge the true meaning of a character.
Yes.
Of someone's character, anyway. Well, I know that this is you're paying me to deliver something, but I've noticed your speed about delivering things around town. If you wanted to, and you don't by any means have to, um, you can make local deliveries here, and I would happily pay you for the service.
I I could concede to that. I do need some honest work.
It is an option should you wish it.
Yes. And aside from I don't want to be delivering my own letters, I can certainly spare as much time as I have when I'm free. I have obviously other commitments, but some of them are just wandering around town
Mm,
briskly, and I can certainly drop off letters on my way around.
fair
How about I
enough.
drop in as often as I can and see what you have for me each day?
Sounds good.
Yes. And if you have a way to reach me, then let me know if you have anything. I mean, you can always send a letter out to the. We're we're still working on the name. Fish Camp
I've heard
isn't
word
sitting
around
well.
town that there's some discussion over the lack of name for the fish camp.
Yes. Hmm.
Some
We should.
debate. I don't know if
Yeah.
that is your friends who are spreading that, but it seems to have picked up locally that people are talking about it.
Yes. What's the worst thing you've heard it called?
Uh, the worst thing when it was done, but I appreciate the alliteration, was Salmon Shack. Uh, but
Mm,
in some ways that is better than the fish camp because it actually has a building in the name rather than
yes.
what usually camps kind of give you the
Mm,
idea of, which is tents and the like.
yes. Yes.
Anyway, you have business to attend to, and so do
I
I.
do. Yes. Thank you very much for your discretion,
No
and
problem.
I'll probably see you over the rest of the week. I've got a bit
Absolutely.
of time this week, so yes.
Well, good luck, and I will inform you of when this response is delivered.
Thank you.
She takes
And
her leave. Because of your diplomacy check, you are now on friendly terms with Aloria Galantine. And she is an employer, which means that you can make local deliveries to earn income using the society skill.
hmm lovely.
Hmm.
How's my society skill? It's okay.
At least you're trained.
Yeah. I'd have to get better.
Hmm.
Uh, right.
So that would probably be like the going to the Crook's Nook, sorting all that sort of stuff out, and
Yeah.
probably the casing of the knothole tree would be about a day's worth of activity.
Yeah.
So you have about 5 days left, spread out over the course of time
Right. Uh
to spend how you see fit.
Smaller beat. Hmm. Wizard's not going to help. I will. I need to visit Ren Svinsky.
Hmm.
Uh, I will visit Rin's Wonders.
Just to point it out on the map, that is Rin's Wonders
Let me just
there.
close the lovely Aloria. The little tent there.
Hmm.
Love to see it. I wish to, of course, use the head of disguise
Hmm.
to not appear as myself.
Merisiel.
A
Okay.
lot of a lot of my work where it's not needed to be me, I'm not walking around as me.
Cool.
So seeing Claude and seeing Illuria, yes, it
Yeah,
was me. And it'd be a quick shift through the alley and
but
back out.
the sitting in the Crook's Nook was likely not you then.
Likely not me. It might be
Mm-hmm.
why it went so rough.
Mm.
Not
Because you
giving
don't
off the
have
right
that
vibes.
criminal
I will stab you
demeanor.
look. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't look
masking too
shady.
well.
You look like standard farmer 01.
Yes. Oh, I like my apples. And I'll head into Rin's Wonders.
Lovely.
Uh, hello.
You see Rin is currently poring over a sort of star chart, as I'll show you Rin once more. Fantastic.
Can't steal from her now.
It's ruined, eh? Too attractive. Too attractive to steal from.
There's other ways I can pay for it.
Go on. As Rin is poring over the star chart, she looks up. Ah, welcome. It is good to see you once again.
Yes, it's good to see you too. Sorry, I have come in my casual attire, and I'll doff the hat and change back. She's just too pretty to not be me.
She takes a sort of second, look over you as the magic illusion wears off. I felt the presence of magic walking into my store, but
that's very kind of you to say.
I did not know that it was illusion, so...
Well, I didn't want there to be anything false between us.
Understandable. How may I help you?
You have probably heard of myself and my companions, perhaps? The dragon, the
Yes,
gallivanting
you
around.
came in earlier. I believe you were requesting pillows in a rather exorbitant quantity.
Yes, we did. It's going wonderfully. We are finding we may need more, but also we possibly need actual dining chairs.
How's the Kotal little dragon that you have in your home?
So adorable.
Are they enjoying the round pillow that I procured for them?
Yes, absolutely. They're
glad to
They're
hear.
a lovely little flatmate. Just a charm. Just an absolute charm.
I believe that they are quite kind creatures as long as you do not harm them.
Yes. And we wouldn't. Not at all. Too cute. Too precious.
I believe it takes a special kind of individual that I would not like to concern myself with or entertain in my life that would harm such a creature. But you come here with specific purpose.
Oh, yes, yes. We have a dangerous line of work. It puts us in the line of fire, so to speak. And my friends are very dear to me. They're my only family left.
Understandable.
And I want to be able to protect them, and I need to be able to make sure I'm around to do that. We have a job that might intersect with a particular experience, and I need something to keep someone safe from fire. I need protection. I can manage a little splash of acid, or that's about it. It's sort of an ancestral thing, we'll say.
Innate
But
abilities.
yeah, I
Elves tend to have
can't.
them. As she
Yes, you pick
parts
things
the
up.
parts the hair, and you see behind her flowing straight hair, that she actually has elf ears.
Oh, and I'll reach up to. May I?
They are not illusions, if that is what you're concerned with. And she'll lean forward.
And I'll reach out and just caress her earlobe, and my hand will slip around the nape of her neck a little. You have such beautiful lineage.
Hmm. Hmm. It
And I
is,
draw my hand back slowly.
as you do so, try a what is a seduction check in this edition? Depending on how it goes, it could be intimidation.
Could it be
Probably diplomacy, I think, would be
not
the.
like thievery because I'm trying to steal her heart away?
Okay. I'm not sure about that one. Um, let's see. Yeah, just do a diplomacy check, I would say. It's not bad.
15.
She
Sort of wriggling as I take my hand, sorry, a little forward of me.
she kind of puts the hand up, and then as you retract, uh, nods. It's not common for people to be so enamored with a knife ear like myself. She says in a, like, not that she thinks that that's how it's said, but in a referential way.
Yes, yes. Hence the casual wear. It's easier to conduct business sometimes when you fit in.
There are some who hold prejudice over long-lived creatures, believing that we hold things out over them, which
Only our sorrow. We lose more than they'll ever have.
you can tell why I run a oddities shop. The mixture of elven and fiendish heritage is one that is, I'm not exactly going to be serving coffee to people. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
It's easier to do this kind of work. But I enjoy it, so.
I step in towards her. You're not an oddity. You're a unique marvel. You should be appreciated as the blessing you are.
What is Rin's charisma at this point?
I don't know.
Charisma and wisdom, just to deal with the social situation like this. She puts a hand on. Probably you'd be putting a hand on the countertop, right?
Yeah, I didn't imagine there being a countertop.
There would be some kind of countertop or table that she was pouring over the star chart on.
Yes, then I would put my hand down next to hers as I leaned in.
She'll place a hand on the table and look at your hand. then look up at your general, like, demeanor. Your words are honeyed, and I thank you for them, because they make me feel as I have not felt in quite some time. But I sense that your heart truly lies with another.
Yes. My heart lies with another. But Callistra knows that my body can lie with others. And my words can be yours for a night. Or for longer.
For a night, for a time. Does this person that you hold such favor for feel the same way?
I believe she does. For me. And she knows who I am. And respects who I am. She knows more about me than most of the shorter-lived amongst us.
She sounds incredibly wise.
And she is. She's like the morning sun. And I like being that for people as well. And I know that we'll only have so much time together. And I want to bask in that morning forever. But a day will come. And only some of us will still... I need help with protection from fire.
She kind of smiles for this, like, in a sort of way, there's a relief that passes over her face. Thank you for sharing your true reason for being here. You hide under cloaks of different faces, of physical intimacy, but I sense that this is what you really desire for being here.
It was the reason I came, but not the reason I revealed myself. I must have been distracted when we ordered the pillows. We just slew a dragon and I nearly died. It was almost comforting to be... But yes, I have the reason I came in, and I have a reason why I'd like to come back and spend time with you, because we have a lot more of it than most, and someone who understands is a treasured friend.
Elven relationships are not fleeting things.
No, no. But someone to comfort and understand over the decades is... It's been a long time since I've had someone stay around as long as that. I we must attend to this business, though. You've got me all flustered. Callistra would be upset with me. Uh, let's. I do have such services that can be rendered. Do you have? I know the cost
Protection
will be
spells.
great. Oh yes, I have no way to cast if it's scroll or learning magic, but potions or even a root I can chew that would take away the burn a little bit. I don't know. It's not my...
She goes over and she grabs off the shelf a potion, a singular potion. You see that has a swirling sort of like almost like ice. You know that sort of when things half freeze and they have that sort of slush thing.
Sort of crystalline slush running through it.
Has that sort of exterior, and there's almost this condensation that is not dripping, but is just almost ever present on the bottle. She puts it down. That is my one, unfortunately, and only potion of fire resistance.
What is the usual cost?
Well, usually it costs 45 gold. For that, it is something that is for those who have more than what you are capable of paying. I can see that. But I can also see that your need is great. And your will is strong. Let us put it as this. You will owe me this 45 gold and have this for whatever situation that you need it for in the present. And if you can pay whatever you can pay now, I'll less that off.
Yes. So a down payment. Yes. I can put 10 down now. And I'll be back. And if you have anything you need done, jobs, comfort, I'm here to listen. A beautiful one like yours, then
I currently want for nothing.
I love that for you.
But I have a feeling that soon the way the stars are changing, that there will be something present, some light that will cast over Otari and then I will need you.
Have me then.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. I may call in for a reading before the end of the week, if you have time.
I would love to do one for you.
Thank you. And thank you. It means everything.
Do not worry. Merisiel, was it?
Yes.
I believe your friends spoke that to you.
Yes. Good memory.
It pays in this line of work.
I
Yes.
got in such a habit of not remembering. I move around a lot usually, but I think I'm here for a while.
It's important to remember the ones that matter.
Yes. Thank you, Ren.
And she goes underneath the table and pulls. You see this sort of orchid-like flower that has sort of blue, like this deep blue petals with gold flecks through them. She hands that to you. Something tells me your special someone will like that.
Thank you. And I'll take it gently. I just smile and bow my head. Soon.
I look forward to our next meeting, Merisiel.
Soon. And I turn and leave.
She goes back to work, reading the stars, as it might be called. And yeah, you exit the Rin's Wonders, feeling. How are you feeling?
Oh, heartbroken, happy, just bittersweet.
Mm.
The having someone like me nearby who understands always makes me feel not alone, but makes me remember everyone who has left me, be it of choice on their own or without their choice.
Faces would likely flash before your memory.
Mm-hmm.
Some you've probably forgotten the name for, but you remember them all the same. Or moments that you shared with them. Might have been 10, 30, 50 years ago. But you still remember them.
I head back to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here? Kira?
You head to the fish camp.
Yeah.
And you, as you do so, you call out for Kyra, and she it responds back through the kitchen door, saying, "In here."
Oh, wonderful. I've got the shopping. They didn't have radishes. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Beat me into them all.
Yeah, well,
I
Sione doesn't like the radishes anyway, so I was thinking of changing it.
well, the only I like radishes. They
Mm,
had a nice freshness.
yeah, it's
Um,
refreshing, right?
yeah, yeah, just a little crisp something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I went and saw Rin again today.
Oh,
I didn't really pay much attention when we ordered the pillows.
were you taken with her, were you?
You know me. I,
So what
you
was it?
know,
Instantly seduced by your, what, some kind of trick that you pulled? I don't know. Maybe.
no, honesty. I Something told me I shouldn't, but I should be honest. And you know you have my heart. At least I hope you're seeing that. Uh, and
She goes quite silent. Not in
and
a
mm,
disrespectful way, but
yes,
in a I'm listening.
yeah. Uh, Rin knew that too. You've You're making an honest woman out of me.
Uh, I the it's my goddess's teachings to promote honesty, but that's amazing, Merisiel, you that you wanted to do that. I know how hard that is for you, and wow, um, wow. She will step forward and like embrace you in a hug.
Mm. I embrace back. And
Um, as she kind of pulls away, she'll nod at you and I'm gonna do something real quick. Just a a little roll on a certain cleric's side.
oh, secrets.
She she seems to pause for a moment in front of you, breath like shuddering up a little bit. I have lunch to prepare. I'll see you later. Thank you for bringing the groceries. I'll get them
There
unpacked. And
was one more thing.
oh, okay.
It was actually a very sweet thing, and I
Yeah. Jeez.
produce seemingly out of nowhere, using a little bit of sleight of hand,
Yep.
the flower which I was given. It's
Whoa.
with blessings from someone who knew where my heart lies, present and future participle.
Um. You see her like faltering a little bit, like she had a moment of pause, and then was effectively running away from the situation into the cooking. Takes the flour and just stares at it for a second. You're really making this hard for me.
I Yeah, it's hard on both sides.
I I haven't I haven't been with anyone in a relationship before, and I've I've had friends, but so often people just lie and use use my connection to Zarin Ray to keep them alive. It's and I'm happy to do it, but then I
It's
think we're friends, and
it's your connection to me that keeps me alive. It makes me look forward to every morning. I'm sorry if I'm a little forward. Look, you had lunch to make. Is there anything I can do to make your day easier?
um, can, can you st- can you stop being so you I'm gonna get
And
lunch ready.
I
Thank you.
lift and drop the hat and change my form as you wish. And I
That's not what I mean, and you know it.
oh, but it's fun. You
Also,
get lunch ready. I will go and sweep something, or mm, I'll find something to do. I'll try and make it something you like, even if it's just being out of your hair for a few minutes,
yeah, that
giving
sounds
you
good.
some room to breathe.
Yep.
Okay.
She goes to the chopping block and just like puts the flour down and like stands over it for a second. Um, uh, as you as you head off, what are you looking to do for the rest of your time?
Uh, I have achieved the largest amount of what I need to do over this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the next little while, I would try and be present around the camp,
Mm-hmm.
helping out with the dailies. I would pop in and do a few hours worth of courier work, maybe
Mm-hmm.
each day. And
With
uh,
that, what you have about 4 days,
yeah,
spread in terms of hours left.
yeah,
Because you'd probably be doing like a few hours each day over the course of like the 10 days kind of thing. So it'd be like
yeah,
4 days worth of work.
yeah.
Why don't you do a society check to earn income for me?
Oh, pretty
Nice.
good. Dirty 20.
Isn't it always with you? No.
Hmm. Even the natural ones are dirty.
So earn income for your level. As a level 3 character, the DC is 18, so you succeeded. And you are trained in society, yeah?
Yes.
So you will earn a total of 5 silver per day. So that's 2 golds worth over the course of the
Yeah,
4 days.
pretty good.
It's quite good for
Yeah, it's not bad.
courier work.
Yeah. And so the only other thing I would do would be to drop in to have my fortune read.
Cool. Yeah.
And whether
Um,
you want to do that now or
yeah, let's say you do that now. As you basically over the course of the week and the 10 days, the week and a bit, you will get to know Otari's streets better, and have an easier time of sort of navigating this area. If you have any future society checks that are relating to Otari, I'll consider you as having a +1 bonus to that. Just you know, as a thing for couriers know their way around town. Um, and as you go into Rin's Wonders, uh, she is currently sipping at some tea and on a rather uh, comfortable chair.
Ren, it's lovely to see you again.
It is wonderful to see you again as well, Merisiel.
The gift you uh, gave me to pass on, it was very well received. Thank you. I
I'm glad.
I might need to try and slow down a little there. I'm not sure. She's been lonely a long time, and I can come on a little strong.
I think that a long time for her is a fleeting moment for us, and feel it can feel like small, but
Hmm.
it is good that you
Yes,
recognize it for what it is.
yes, yes.
Do you come
Ah,
for a reading?
yes. I told you I would be back,
Mhm.
and like to I would like to know what may lie ahead.
Very well.
We
As um, she slides forward a cup of like sort of it's like a tea looking beverage. Would you like?
uh, yes, yes, please.
I have a feeling that this will be your favorite.
Well, let's see. And I'll take the cup and enjoy its aroma. And
You smell
we'll
this sort of like sweet, um, almost floral scent go into your nose, and as you take a sip, you have this almost almost this moment in time where the taste transports you to a time in your life when you were first growing up, when you were playing uh, in a field that was had wildflowers and uh, a warm sun with a cool wind uh, on your skin, and just this sense of joy kind of washes over you for that moment. And as you finish drinking that, or like finish sipping, um, you have a uh, you have a smile that is crossing across your face involuntarily. Whether you want to stifle that is up to you.
no, there's nothing between Rin and I but honesty.
I think that that is a winner then.
Yes, you certainly seem to know me. Thank you. It was 3 times now. You have been incredibly considerate to me.
It is better if you extend the hand that you would like to receive.
So, the reading, how does that work?
So, the stars tell me about the past, the present, and the future, and I can, as long as you are speaking within a few days, can have some prediction over the future events. Which is not always effective.
I would never rely solely on prophecy. As an adventurer, it's our job to fulfill or stop them as
And in the age of lost omens, prophecy is not something that one can rely on anyway.
No. But the right warning at the right time can save lives. And if I am correct in my investigations, we may be undertaking a very dangerous job, the one I procured the assistance for. Your first kindness. And I am terrified that it will be linked with the event of recent days before we came in. And I really need some guidance on that.
Okay. Well, in that case, allow me to see what the stars have plotted out for you. As she pores over a variety of different star charts, she will do a reading, which I will make blind so you don't know what the result is. That, because of your level, is this. Okay. Very interesting. She pores over the stars. Hounds of flame. And creatures of strength hold brutish control between one another. Walls of bravado are lifted up, and strength will fail when fire is extinguished. I'm sorry. That is all I know for this peek into your future.
I'll let you know how it goes.
You feel a sense of almost a chill go over your body as she says these predictions, these cryptic words. And with that, for the next day, for the next 24 hours, you will get a +1 circumstance bonus to all of your saving throws.
Fantastic. I assume the next day
The next day is the
day.
next session. Yep.
It's fantastic.
Hmm.
That would be the remainder of my downtime.
That would be the remainder of your downtime.
Yeah, I
And
would head back and spend the night with my friends.
resting up
And before the words that have just echoed through my mind
Yep.
come to fruition, and we will see.
We shall
The next
see.
thrilling installment of Merisiel's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are your downtime events, and thank you for
Hey, thank you.
being here and taking time away from our outside of our regularly scheduled meeting to have this downtime session. Each one of these has been great, both for each of the players, because I've had a great time, because spending time with you guys is awesome, but also just to get a more personal connection with the town of Otari is awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to have a moment to be in character for the whole session, as opposed to needing to remember that there are other players that need to share time at the table and be aware of that. And it's been really fun to settle into Merisiel for a time.
For extended period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without too much worry about, oh, I'm dead again. But at least I took several of them first.
And yeah, no, it's great, and I very much enjoy these style of one-on-one sessions, because it allows for a lot more character building and stuff like that to happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Rather than me just making rude jokes about
you're
things
horrendous.
that relate to my trauma.
Yeah. So I'll finish the recording there.